Update time. Update time. Whew. Last 3 weeks been crazy, but let's do it. I changed the crosshair, so now it follows that delay that the character's aim is on, rather than lock into the center of the screen. I may change it to where it can be static, but I'm not sure yet. I may end up doing that. It might be nice. And then you got your little execution. I changed that one because that one's a little bit more aggressive, and I like it. Versus the last one, the aim is still messed up, and I'm still trying to figure that one out. And then you got a lot of UI stuff. You can press continue. You've got your settings menu. I do want to put a background behind this though, so that it's a little bit more visible. I kind of still trying to figure out what I want to go for with the background. I did just get my logo back for this game, so I'm trying to get a textile sheet so that I may be able to use it for the pause menu as well. I feel like that'd be dope. Then I've got the loadout menu. I do plan on putting like a little customization panel right here, but I'm still working on how I want to design it and still working on the back end. So I'm leaving that one out for now, and I think I've mentioned that I was leaving out the create a character menu for a minute in one of my previous updates. But yeah, I don't think that's pretty much it. I have a few more. I actually switched back the original execution that I had, I believe, for this early one. Oh yeah, that's that one. I forgot my aim is still a hold. Yeah, so I got the turn in there now. It's a little wonky. So when you get to this limit right here, you see how he's still not following the thing. I put a little limit, so when you get right to the edge, like right here, it'll turn. You can turn this way, turn that way. You see it's a little off because he slowly starts to get closer to you, but I'm still working on that part, and then you can let him go. Yeah, I think those are the only two I changed. Other than that, the rest of them are pretty much still the same. That one's still the same. Oh, next snap. I'm still working on the smoothness on that one. I believe the rest of them. Let me check the other two. Yeah, that one's still. I realized I could have really just looked in the inspector. I could have just looked at the animations. I didn't even have to keep playing, pausing, pause, play, pause, play. I don't have to. I think this was the last one. Oh yeah. I don't know why I did a whole one. 360. Oh yeah, that's that last one. I believe I showed you that one. I believe I showed y'all that one. And now I'm gonna do the front ones. You see, we saw the first tackle. That one's cool. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, that one's still that flip. Yeah, that one's still the same flip per usual with the arm bar. I just wasn't fast enough with the aim. But we already know what that one looks like, so I'm gonna just go to the next one. And that one's just a little fist fight, and then you kick him back. You know, he's a little hurt, but you could probably shoot him right then. That'd be easy. And then you can go into the last one, which is just a standard melee. It's just a regular melee hit. It's nothing crazy. Just a little hit. Man, let me do this one again. Cause you got the aim, then go down to the arm bar. This one doesn't have a turn, but I do have the animations for it, the same way that the vertical one has a turn. But I'm working on that one. I'm working on that one. That one's gonna be a little bit tougher than just the vertical one. So yeah, I added the 2 new executions. I added the turn. The shooting is still cool. I do want to put a camera shake in there for the punches that the character's getting in whenever you do damage. I kind of want to do a little camera shake. So I'm either going to look for an asset, or I may just make it myself. It's not that hard. I'd rather make it myself because it gives me more control over it. So I'll probably work on that later this week. And then I do want to do the sound effects for when you're shuffling with the character. You know, when you're in the execution. You know, when you shuffle left, it's not just gonna shuffle left. You gotta hear, you know, the close function, the steps, and all of that good stuff. So mostly next week is just gonna be sound effects and polishing those last few animations because they're still bugging me. But I'm in Bracky's community right now. If you don't know who Bracky's is, then you're under a rock when it comes to game development. You can just type it in on YouTube. It'll pop up. Just type in BRA. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up. Put a C in there for good measure. But yeah, next week is pretty much for polishing animations and sound effects. I want to put some music in there, get some sounds for the UI because the UI came with sounds, but it's not using FMI like I'm using, and I have Unity's audio turned off, so you won't be able to hear it when I'm clicking on the menu stuff. But I'm just do my own sounds anyway because I have a certain aesthetic that I'm trying to fit for this game. I am gonna input the logo in here so that we can get to respawning. Well, not respawning, but so that you can see it, and then a respawn button so that I don't have to keep pressing pause and play. I've been procrastinating on doing the respawn button, but I just always forget to do it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. Something simple. We're making slow progress, but nothing too nothing too small. I don't think anything's too small because all of these are just smaller systems leading up to a big one, and I just want to make sure they're all functioning properly. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. If you still supporting, I love you. Thank you. Um, just stay tuned, man. Turn on the notifications, hit that subscribe button. You know, stay locked in, and I'm gonna come with some other updates. I'm thinking about just doing my updates every 2 weeks rather than week because I found that I don't make as much progress within. Well, of course you don't make as much progress within 1 week as you do with two, but I prefer the 2 week margin because honestly, my first week is filled with procrastination and planning. A good little mixture of procrastinating and planning, and then the second week is filled with just shoving everything in there and then finishing it up and procrastinating about the update for another couple hours and then finally doing it. So now we're here. So I'm switching it to 2 weeks just so that it seems more relevant than it actually is. Well, forget it. Man. Anyway, as I said, stay tuned, man. I'm gonna be releasing these updates every 2 weeks. I may drop, depending on how fast the progress goes, especially with I have a website that I'm gonna be working on so that we can have a little front so that you can have a link to go to other than just Steam. I did get my business license. I got the LLC secured with the EIN secured, so we can start doing real business. You know, get on the Steam store. You know, have all of these wonderful game pages going so that we can actually, you know, market ourselves and make this thing, you know, bigger. So the LLC is started. The studio is actually called Coiled Realities too. So I do have a Twitter page. I will be posting those in the description, as well as I believe I should be uploading this video to my games channel as well. I'll be putting that in the description. I have a channel for the game as well as the studios, as well as the Twitter and the Instagram for both. So stay tuned on the updates, man, and I'll see y'all later.